Alrighty folks, welcome back to the garage. As you can see, we got the hood all green up. So let me show you what we're doing. So the temperature's getting hot. I figure, well, I've already got the AC compressor and most of the stuff. So why don't we make a good jump on the AC system of this truck? So I've gone ahead, built a little plate to utilize these 3 bolts on the Cummins cylinder head. And then I'll go find a pulley or something, or have something made to get a pulley on the front of this pulley. It's a V-belt pulley that'll match this. We'll weld it onto the front of this fan pulley. And then I've got this old bracket here that will cut these little radius arms off of, and then they need to be spread out a little more to catch these. But this is an adapter plate to, I don't know if you guys know, the York 210 compressor that's on all the older semi trucks, a lot of the older cars as well. This plate adapts from where the York 210, that big square flanged thing, would mount, and it converts it to one of these rotary style compressors. So a kid at the local CarQuest, they had this because somebody had a semi that was converted to this and they couldn't find the part number for this compressor or something. And so he just bought a York 210 and converted it back. Anyways, now I have the bracket. So we'll cut this thing off and we'll figure out how to mount it over here and hopefully get it all situated, and we'll use that to tension it. There we go. So I'll kind of keep you updated. I'm hoping to get this mounted today. We'll have to build a new upper radiator hose because this compressor is really, it's about right here. So we're gonna have to build a real tight 90, or even get a tight 90-degree hose that goes on here, and then situate that all there, and then we'll be styling. So let me keep you updated as we go along here. All right, well, I got this bracket all cut apart. We've spaced it out and done some measuring and some test fitting and everything. We've got it welded on there. Let me get it mounted in there, show you what we're thinking for hoses and everything, what we got in here, and catch you in a minute. All right, so with the AC compressor in there, it looks real good. If you check, one thing I was worried about here is with this, if this AC compressor gets slid all the way back, like to tension a belt, if you look down, it's hard to see with this camera, but the other pulley is going to be right here, and I think with that all the way back, we will just barely clear this fill port. So that is an issue that I don't think will need attention. The other issue I was concerned about was with this outlet right here. We only have a limited amount of room, but I borrowed this off of the Duramax swap. This is the factory Duramax lower hose, and as you can see, it is slightly less than 90. It's pretty tight radiused, and it is less than a 90-degree angle. So I've got this trimmed pretty dang short, and with that tight angle there, we've got plenty of room there. So I'll order a silicone 90 to replace the one on the Duramax swap. I've got some hard line left over from the Duramax swap lower radiator hose that I might try and finagle somehow into something here. Hopefully we can make something work there, because I'd like to not to have to go find a piece of 1 3/4 straight hose. I think I'm probably gonna have to add on to there, but I'm gonna get that going, see if I can't get that kind of patched up tonight. At least have this thing running and driving. If we can get this upper radiator, this is why it's taken me so long. I was worried that I was going to have to move this inlet pipe, find somebody to TIG weld it and move it over here or something, and have to finagle that. But that is plenty of clearance there, and I like using factory parts that you buy at the AutoZone or O'Reilly or wherever, because if I ever have issues with this hose, I can just go to the parts store and say I need a lower radiator hose for a 02 Chev with a Duramax. Yeah, the hose is expensive, but if I get out on the road somewhere, I don't have to spend a couple nights at a hotel and overnight a silicone hose in somewhere. So those should be fairly plentiful. And then this side, same thing, this upper hose. This is the Dodge, what's left of the Dodge upper hose. The upper Duramax hose is the same size as this, and it's really cheap. So we can just cut it up for whatever we need. But yeah, let me finagle with this and see what I come up with. I'll let you know. Alrighty, after some struggles, this is what I have come up with. Took a section of the radiator hose I was running to get a 45 here. We've got this 90 here. We've got a nice little connector piece here. I don't have enough hose clamps, and I don't have my bead roller, and I tried to do the old weld some stuff right there trick, and didn't really work. So we've got this here now. That should be fine. The next thing I need to do is figure out how to get a pulley on that pulley. So I'm gonna make some calls to all my Cummins people that do more Cummins engines than I do. I'd be willing to bet there's an industrial application that has a high mount AC compressor up here that they are running a double pulley down there. If not, I'll probably go find a machine shop and do some drawing and see if I can come up with a design that they can machine out for me real quick, and we can weld it on there, and then that should be that. So stay tuned. That's probably all we're gonna get on this video. I wanted to get this upper radiator hose done. That was always my biggest holdup, is to do anything with the AC on this, I needed to drain the coolant and deal with this upper hose. So now that we've got the upper hose done, we can pull all the compressor and everything off. I can still drive it while I'm waiting to figure out, what I'm gonna do for that pulley. I need to order a condenser. There should be a condenser out there available for this truck. This was a factory air conditioning truck, but I have had zero luck trying to find that. So I'll probably just find some sort of universal condenser that'll go down there and then plumb all the lines myself. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. So stay tuned for all that. Subscribe, like if you want to follow this one along. You know where to find it. We'll see you in the next one.